Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading for April 15th to the 21st. This is for Capricorn and Capricorn rising, and we're going to jump right into it. You know, this is the big week with Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. It is absolutely rare, but before we even get to that, I want to remind you that new moon total solar eclipse that we had on April 8th, it's a cycle, okay? So it's kicking off this new cycle. So you're still going to be feeling that, all right? You're still going to be feeling that. It is this, I did a video, like a live stream more on that eclipse, but I don't want you to think that it happened and it's over. No, you're going to be feeling it for a while now, okay? You just kicked off a very brand new cycle, and it was in your fourth house, your domestic sector. So are a lot of y'all moving? Quite possibly. Are you thinking about moving? Quite possibly. Maybe getting roommates, maybe doing renovations, maybe looking at real estate, a lot of things with your, activity with parents, children, your domestic, anything in your domestic sector now. All right. So, keep that in mind that it's like the beginning of something new that's brewing for you. Okay. It's just that eclipse kicked it off. Now, the other thing that I want to remind you is that Mars will be in Pisces still this week. Okay. And so we have a buildup of Mars, Saturn, and Neptune in Pisces, all in your third house of communication. So there could be a lot of things that you're probably focusing on in terms of communication, maybe having bigger conversations about something, maybe you're writing something, there's something there that could be maybe even like there's a squeeze around it, you're spending a lot of time on it, writing, researching. Third house is also gaining knowledge, like new knowledge. So there could be like you could be in this brand new place in your life and now you're learning something new, and it could be home related, but also remember you also have a lot of career stuff happening, but just keep that in mind that Mars is going to be here for another week in Pisces, moving into Aries next week. And so not only does that happen where it's in its domicile, Mercury will no longer be retrograde. So you're going to feel that. You're going to feel that boom, boom, boom energy. You will be on a mission. Third house is also siblings, okay? Aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors as well. So do you see how you have such a big overlap with things that are going on at home? Third house is also short distance travel. Would not be surprised if y'all are traveling right now. Now, the other thing that I want you to know is that you may be thinking really deeply about these transformations happening in your life because the moon will be in Leo for the first half of the week, and Leo rules your eighth house of transformation. So I love the moon in Leo. It's really nice because you also the eighth house is also, there's this intensity to the eighth house, but it could be your personal transformation, it could be your relationship with money shared with other people, as in anything that doesn't have to do with your salary. Okay, so you could be thinking about investments and inheritance, bonuses, commissions, loans, paying off debts, mortgages, etc. So that may be something that may be on your mind for the first half of the week, as well as maybe sex, okay? Because the eighth house, there's that intimacy with it. You have Jupiter and Uranus in fifth house, which is also, it's procreation in the fifth house too, as well, in addition to sex. But anyway, that's what's happening for the first half of the week. Now, on the 19th, so you see the big aspects are happening over the weekend, all right? So on April 19th, which is Friday, Sun officially moves into Taurus. This is going to be very interesting. I love this for you, and you're going to start feeling these shifts. Remember, it started with this eclipse, okay? And if you believe, listen, this eclipse was in Aries, and it was one of the biggest eclipses that we're going to have for years. It was very powerful, very intense. And you, being a fellow cardinal sign, it affected you, and as much as, Aries and Libra and Cancer. So you are feeling big shifts, Capricorn. Now, on the 19th, the Sun moving into Taurus. I love this. You're going to love this. Taurus is your BFF, fellow Earth sign here. So Taurus is very, speaking of earthy, Taurus, it's almost literal, okay? Because Taurus is highly associated with nature. And so spend some time going out there, spend some time for the next 4 weeks. It could be, a really good place, your comfort zone. It could be a place where you feel really good about decisions that you're making, spending time like reflecting. Remember, Mercury is still retrograde, okay? So that reassessing, reflecting, reevaluating things in your life as well. Touch a tree, okay? Touch a tree, hug a tree, put one finger on a tree, whatever you got to do to connect with nature. Taurus is also a finance sign, okay? So you could see a lot of focus on that now, all right? In terms of stability and comfort in your life. And then remember that Taurus is Venus ruled, so there could be some moments of love and relationships. Creativity could be a really big thing for you with Uranus and Jupiter being in Taurus in your 5th house. Now, they've been here for a while, okay? In your 5th house. 5th house is love, relationships, pleasure, okay? It's creativity as well, family, children. So do you see how you have so much happening with home-related matters, family and love? It's just, and creativity and self-expression is a big thing here with the fact that you have Saturn, Mars, and Neptune in Pisces. I wouldn't be surprised if you're writing a book, starting a website, doing some big research paper. There's something here where you could feel that creative energy. Now, the reason why this is such a big day, the sun moving into Taurus, is because on this day, it's we're not only just moving into Taurus season, but we're moving into Taurus season with this bang, okay? Because Mercury will conjunct Venus on this day, okay? This is really, 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 really nice. This is absolutely nice. Again, this is something that I want you to remember. Mercury and Venus, 2 inner planets, are in this very powerful charge about it, okay? In your 4th house. So domestic sector, your significant other, things that have to do with home and whatnot. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Mercury, the planet of communication, and Venus, a very social planet. So be social. This is a time where you could find yourself really charismatic, compelling, and others could be very compelled by you. I really love this aspect. It's going to be really nice. It's, there's also like a sense of diplomacy and even like, it's almost like mediator energy too. If you feel like you need that, it's a really, really great aspect. Now, the other thing that's happening this day is Mars will sextile both Jupiter and Uranus. Oh my goodness. Absolutely amazing. This is a very optimistic day. This is a very optimistic day where you could feel a lot of activity, okay, and pleasure, okay? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. This is a day that, Mars sextiling Uranus alone. Okay, so let me break it down. Jupiter, planet of good fortune, good luck, prosperity, expansion, profit, your beliefs, wisdom, faith, okay? And then Uranus, right? The planet of surprises, the unexpected, breakthroughs, very forward, very future forward. Uranus is very future forward, okay? And so Mars is going to have this harmonious relationship with them and drive things for you in that area of your life because Jupiter and Uranus are in your 5th house of pleasure and love and romance, children, creativity, procreation, even recreation. Yeah, you could pick up, pickleball, whatever you need to, whatever you're ambitious about. But that's the key word. You will feel wildly ambitious around this time with Mars, passion, just adding all that drive to it. I really, really love this. Breaking out of patterns too it's something that you could be doing around this time as well. You could be even doing things that surprise yourself. Just know that you could have an unexpected moment or opportunity this day, and that is amplified by what is happening the day after on Saturday, April 20th, Jupiter conjuncting Uranus in Taurus, the first time in 84 years. That's how rare this aspect is, okay? The first time in 84 years. We're talking May 1941. This is absolutely rare, and it's happening again in your 5th house of pleasure and love and romance, creativity, self-expression, procreation. Y'all could be having babies. Now, here's the thing. So this is obviously a rare aspect. Jupiter and Uranus, they do conjunct every 13, 14 years max, okay? For 13, 14 years. And so, but they do it in a different sign, all right? So if you want to think about what happened, if you want to feel like, have an idea of what may happen, think about January 2011. That's the last time Jupiter Uranus conjuncted. However, they conjuncted in Aries. So around 2011, you could have had some. You could have moved. You could have moved. You could have had something. You could have had gotten married, gotten proposed to. You could have had a kid. Just remember, think your domestic sector, okay? You could have bought property. There's something there. But just keep that in mind. This is a rare aspect. Anything that happens once a decade, this is rare. This is absolutely rare. The next time it's going to happen is going to be 2037. 2037. So take advantage of this day. This is Jupiter and your Uranus conjuncting. So what this means is you can expect unexpected and surprising breakthroughs and opportunities around this time. Now, remember, this is also a cycle. Remember, every 13, 14 years. And so this is kicking off something huge in your life, And around this day, you may not feel something on this day. Just remember that it's the peak aspect, right? So every Capricorn's different. Everyone's different. But there's something opening up for you. This is like that portal, and this is a big one. This is a huge one. This is all about freedom. This is feeling free in something. This is also a day where you could have, this major epiphany. You could have a milestone moment. You could be breaking the mold, breaking glass ceilings, whatever you do. You could even have like this huge awakening, and there's just so much that's possible. But that's the thing with Uranus, you just have no idea. Now, Uranus is and remember, they're in Taurus, and remember I said it's a finance sign, so there could be something around money here as well. Remember, Jupiter, the planet of luck and good fortune. So just be very open-minded for what happens this day. It's all about that comfort and stability that Taurus is known for. Now, Uranus does have a rebellious side. So, Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. So just think James Dean. He's like the classic Aquarian. All right. So there is that feeling that something could be, this it's almost like if you feel something that's like, whoa, because Uranus, it wants its freedom, right? So it's shaking out of things possibly things that you're in, shaking you free from that. But just think of it as a big liberator. But again, this is just you're gonna know. Remember, Jupiter is faith. So have faith in everything that's happening for you. It's gonna be a wild day. But the other thing is, you're already feeling it, Capricorn. You're already feeling it because Jupiter and Uranus, they've been slow dancing behind the scenes for a while now. Okay. You're probably feeling it this week. It's just April 20th is when they boom, they do the you ever see Dirty Dancing with, when Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey, they do that big dance at the end of the movie, and when they nail it, okay, and they got an audience, and they're on stage and whatnot. I mean, like, this is, or off stage, right? But this is that moment, okay? But you're still going to feel it, okay? You're still going to feel it up until, mid-May, all right? And up until mid-May, you're going to, or even, it depends on your chart, but definitely going to feel this for a while now. And it's so nice. It's so nice. Now, on Sunday, the last thing is the sun is going to square Pluto. Okay. So speaking of money here, all right, there is going to be a little bit of a squeeze where you could feel a little bit of just like something that may actually have to do with, something that brings you pleasure. There could be something around this time where you could feel a little bit more intensity around because Pluto is in Aquarius in your second house of money. All right. And salary. But it's also, if you're not here for money, by the way, if the money's not even a matter for you, the second house is self-worth, self-value too. And remember, Pluto is empowerment as well. So feel empowered this day. Use this day to feel empowered because it is a square. So it can be challenging. All right. And we did have, next week we were going to have Venus square Pluto. All right. But we did have Venus sextile Pluto on April 6th. And that's only happening twice this year. Okay. Only happening twice this year. And that's an amazing aspect. But what I'm saying is like you're feeling that Pluto energy all month too. Remember, there could be some money matters on your mind, and feeling that empowerment energy around it. Just feel that empowerment energy, okay? And that's it. Okay, that's it. There is definitely transformative moments going through your life, but let's see what's going on for you, Capricorn. For where are we? April 15th to the 21st. Of course, it's the big week of the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. So Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you for Capricorn, Capricorn rising. If you want to read for your moon, your Venus, all those other placements, you are absolutely welcome to. So Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you, okay? For April 15th to the 21st, Capricorn. I do a traditional called a cross spread. It really does offer the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Capricorn, I love you. Thanks so much for being here. And did y'all see the eclipse? Did y'all go see the eclipse? I did. Did I tell you I did a live stream? I'll leave it at the end of the video, of this video. But it's like 9 things to expect with the eclipse. Because you're still going to feel it, okay? You're still going to feel it. Anyway, let's see what's going on for you. Yeah, okay. Yep. You're good. You're going to make some decisions, possibly have to do with money. Everything that I said earlier, there may be some money matters, but let's get started. This is wild. I love this. You need to get out of your head, okay? But there may be some... You're going through, okay, listen, you're going, it's a transformative week for sure, but you did get the Queen of Wands, which is really, really nice, okay? This is very interesting. When I look at your entire spread here, to be honest, there could be some sexual energy that's going around for some Capricorns. That could be a big thing for y'all. But, with the Queen of Wands, what I love about her is that she does have the power to attract anything she wants. She is the most popular queen. She is the most charismatic queen. So really, again, on the 19th, use that energy. Mercury conjuncting Venus, being very social. You never know what could happen around that day because Mars is going to be sextiling Jupiter and Uranus, and it's happening the day before the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. So have conversations, be very open-minded to things as well. Sense of curiosity there. Now, also with the Queen of Wands, she holds the sunflower in her hand. You see the sunflowers in her throne as well in the back. Now, these sunflowers, they live in the actual sun card. Therefore, they have the full powers of the sun. So vitality and growth and abundance, and you're great. It seems like there's a lot of things that you're on top of. Okay, you're on top of. You've been getting things that you've been seeking, and things are looking good. You're feeling good. Okay, even thinking about your spread last week. Wow, coming after that. Now you have the 7 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. All right, so very interesting because remember Jupiter Uranus conjunction, Sun moving into Taurus. You're going to feel a lot of that Taurus energy in your 5th house of love, relationships, pleasure, romance, but also, with everything else that's going on, some money matters, but even still, the 7 of Pentacles is a Taurus card, which is why I bring it up. And this week, you have the 7 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, so you may be sitting on a decision. There may be something that you're going to have to, first things first, be very proud of how far you've come, okay? Think of everything that you've worked hard for and be very proud of how hard you've worked for it. Now, this week, you may have a moment of pause. You may think about something. You may be even presented with something where you're just like, okay, this came through. Now I've got to make a decision. Now I've got to decide what's my path forward? What's my path forward? Because you can see he's taking a little break. He's taking a little pause, looking back at everything he worked hard for, with blood, sweat, tears, heart, and soul. Now he's taking a break. And that's all I'm asking. And that's all the universe is asking for you. Take that break. Use that Mercury retrograde to reassess things. Think about, where do you want to be next month? Where do you want to be 6 months from now, a year from now? That's all I'm asking. Just take that pause, okay? Because you could see there needs to be something that needs a little bit more balanced. You've got justice, okay? In your challenge area. Now, what's really interesting here for Capricorns have been going through a lot of home family stuff, and how it relates to your job profession. You could be making a lot of shifts in your career to make more room and have a lot more attention with what's going on with home. All right. Now, justice is attributed to Libra. As we know, the South Node moved into Libra. Okay. And that is your 10th house of career. So some things like, all right, that you're thinking about what's maybe even like, I've graduated this part of this, my professional path, and there's something's going to be shifting and changing for sure. Okay. And it's going to be part of this decision. Oh, you get more sunlight again. Look at all this sunlight. But keep that in mind. Now, the other thing is some of y'all, definitely it will be relationships, could be something that is, there may be an ending of one for you to pursue something that you want to pursue, whether it's a new relationship or if you wanted to spend time being single, whatever you want to do with justice in your challenge area, especially with the Seven of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles are earthbound, so it doesn't have to do with money and all, like exclusively money and wealth. It's again, what have you invested in? It could have been a relationship. Yeah, it could be actual investments too, but take that pause. But with a justice card here, it does seem like there may be, some of y'all thinking about ending things, okay? Ending things with a partnership, with a relationship. So keep that in mind. And it can be career related. Yeah, it can be career related. It can be love, home related as well. But there is going to be some pause. And I want you to think about that. And when you think about it, you're going to find that balance again. Now, you have the Ace of Pentacles in your crown. This is absolutely amazing. Again, there is something, it's like there's something new that you want to do that's really grounding. And, I think I mentioned this in your monthly forecast, but Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, it's happening in Taurus. And so the fact that Taurus is so grounding, there's something rooting up for you now, and you may recognize it this week, and it may happen in your life this week, and you may see it this week, and it could be a new, job offer, or, it could be something that is, maybe a promotion, but it's also your physical reality. It could be a baby coming through. It could be, there's so many things here, but it is this new path that you are thinking of. You even see literally the golden pathway here, okay, with the archway in the garden. And so it is this new path, with the largest pentacle in the deck. Now, you've got the Five of Swords in the root of your spread. All right. So this is definitely going to be that squeeze I was talking about, the Sun squaring Pluto, most of all because Pluto is in Aquarius and the Five of Swords is an Aquarius card. All right. So self-value, self-worth, even material possessions. There could be something there that, if you, for instance, are, getting a divorce or something, or leaving a job, there could be a little bit of like, well, we've got to talk about this. We got to talk about this. Who gets this? Who gets that? But there is, and obviously that's not going to apply to every Capricorn. It could also just be there may be something this week where you just don't see eye to eye with someone. Okay. And that's going to happen with the Sun squaring Pluto. All right. And it could have to do with money. I mean, you have Seven of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and as I said, Pluto in Aquarius in your second house of money and finances. But even if it's not, there is a sense of if there's anything that would help is if you don't feel combative, and it could be even internally, if you feel this tug of war happening up here, ask yourself, like, is this even going to like do anything for me? Right? Could be a lot of internal conflict as well. So again, touch a tree, touch a tree and get in touch with your intuitive side, listen to your inner voice, be in touch with your higher self. All of that will help. All of that will happen. So, and when you do, you're fine. You got the King of Cups in your future. This is the most emotionally stable, king. He's very intuitive. Okay. He's one of the most intuitive, in fact, the most intuitive to a psychic level. All right. And so coming into your intuition, okay, but also love. This is the king that leads with his heart, okay? Not up here. He leads with his heart. And so there is a sense of just all this love to give. And it's just so nice, this stability, emotional stability, especially because you have so much stuff happening in your fifth house already. And so this is absolutely nice. I mean, you can make this decision, trust your gut. your intuition, know what you want, and moving forward, you're moving into this place where you're going to find this stability. And I'm not surprised, especially because of what's happening with you for your, and especially with just Sun and Taurus, like finding that comfort in stability, just comfort in stability, like 3 words. Okay. Comfort in stability. Mercury is retrograde. That's right now as I do this reading. That's why I am going to I have to break that down for you so it's not confused. But again, with the 5 of Swords and the root of your spread, yeah, there could even be maybe even family members or whatnot. But that even still, that just ask yourself, is it even worth it? Is it even worth if I feel fired up about something? Like, can I put my swords down like everyone else has? Okay, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Capricorn, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, talk to me, tell me what's going on. What happened for the eclipse for y'all? What happened with the eclipse for y'all? And let's okay. And I love y'all. I love y'all. Okay. Oh yeah. There is so definitely going to be some sort of conflict this week. It seems like it's going to be not worth your time though. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Remember what I said, that empowerment, that feeling confident energy. You do you, Capricorn, you do that. Okay. You're a cardinal sign. You are definitely going to feel a lot of that leadership energy. Okay. Now, Judgment. There you go. Look at you looking for that spiritual revolution, that spiritual transformation. That's what's going to happen here. Okay. That's what's going to happen here. And, especially with Mars and Pisces, Mars really, in a sign that's so spiritual. But remember what I said, Jupiter conjunct Uranus, that awakening that you may have as well, that like, I get it. I see things. And, it could happen after you get like a milestone or something lucky happens, or, there's this breakthrough. But again, that is just the peak day, April 20th. You could be feeling it now, but definitely having this awakening. That's what this card is. And again, this is bringing you into a lot more confidence as well, because this card is attributed to Pluto. Okay. So very interesting here. Pluto being in Aquarius in your second house of self-worth and self-value, and knowing that. Okay. And having that is possibly the biggest takeaway, because at the end of the day, the 5 of Swords is all about self-respect and self-dignity. Okay. So, and now you got the 5 of Wands. Okay. So really, you will have a little bit of a squeeze. Okay. But just remember, just feel empowered. Don't let anyone get your goat, your, mountain goat, your sea goat. You are the goat, right? The Capricorns. All right. That was meant to be funny. I don't think it hit home. Anyway, 5 of Wands. Okay. So in your external factors area. So yeah, there is going to be a little bit of egos at play. All right. But this is a challenge card. It's the least challenging of the challenge cards. In fact, if you look at the card, it's just kids swinging their wands in the air. All right. This is, so it's like, hey, just think about like, kids playing, well, maybe not these days, back in the 80s or 90s, they had lightsabers pretending they were in Star Wars or whatnot. That's what this is. All right. Like, I'm going to win or whatever. So there's this competitive edge to this card as well. So you could feel some of that. There could be some competition. There could be some egos at play. Be cool. Be that cool Capricorn that you are. Work with those energies. Tap into that leadership, that leader that you are, okay? And that self-confidence and confidence that you can take care of any sort of matters. The other thing is, yes, there could be some children that are, it's some kids, whether you're a teacher, whether you got children, whether it's, you're the boss of a company and you got younger colleagues or, you workers for you. Oh yeah, there will definitely be perhaps some of them just like, and you're the one that's going to have to step up and say, y'all, you know what I mean? Like, just be that leader. Now you got the 9 of Cups. There you go. Hello. This is absolutely amazing. Yeah. You're seeking that, it's almost like everything that you're moving toward,
it's just like this sense of fulfillment, this sense of like, I got this, or I'm at a point where I'm emotionally fulfilled, and my wishes come true, and I'm really satisfied. That's all you're going for. It's more about your heart's content and feeling that. Okay, with the Nine of Cups, a lot of enlightenment in this card. This is like the wish, the dream. I call it the genie in a bottle energy. You see him sitting there like a genie in a bottle, with his 9 cups. So, yeah, just keep going, and it seems like you will, because you got the Chariot in your final outcome. So you're good. You're absolutely good. I really love this for you. There is, definitely going to be something with relationships here for sure. For some of y'all, okay, or if it resonates with you, all right, because you got Justice in your, you got the you have the 7 of Pentacles, you have the Chariot, who is 7, and now you have Justice in your challenge area. And so the Chariot is actually Cancer, and Cancer, another cardinal sign, rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So there could be something where you're like feeling very determined, and really harnessing like your willpower now to get through any obstacles, and you're just moving forward. Okay, balance. Remember, balance is the key thing with the Justice in your challenge area. Balance in your external world, even mind, body, spirit, but you see him balancing the 2 sphinxes, okay, with those dualities. It's mastering that, okay, those dualities in your life, but you're going to be fine. The Chariot is such it's just like, go, go, go. Nothing can stop me now. I'm getting past any challenges. I feel confident. I got this. You're good. You're good to go. You're good to go. You just got to make some sort of decision. You could feel a little bit of a squeeze this week, especially with the Sun squaring Pluto, but you're going to be very Capricorny, okay, or Capricornish. Ooh, which one? Very. Just very Capricorn. With that said, Capricorn, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going on with y'all. Next week, here's the thing. Next week, and when I talk about partnerships and relationships, it could even be a friendship or a group you belong to. And I say that because next week we have that big full moon in Scorpio. And this one is, with full moons, things culminate. That something comes to an end for a new beginning, and it's happening in your 11th house, your social network, groups you belong to. Okay, so there could be a friendship that's okay. Also, the 11th house does rule your hopes and wishes and dreams, and so we'll talk about that next week. Capricorn, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.